She took the mother tucking crown, y'all. It's Canada's next drag superstar, the capital queen herself, Icesis Couture.
Hi, my love. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I can't even. I squealed so loud last night
Did you?
when
Did
you
you?
won. But enough about me. Tell me about you. Where were you? Where were you watching? Give me. Have you slept? Like, you look so beautiful.
Thank you. So last night, me, Pythia, and Kendall were together. We had a viewing party in Toronto. Our drag family opened for us, and all of our family was in the audience. So we were all together, and it was just like such an amazing moment to share it with them. And it was just so special. It was just so amazing. I cried, of course, the whole entire time.
Of course. But other than feeling rich, how are you feeling this morning?
I don't even think it's like fully processed. I'm so grateful, and it like everything that I said in the finale is truly how I felt and still feel. Like I'm just so grateful to even be a part of the top 3, to now be Canada's next drag superstar. It's so crazy, because even in my wildest dreams, I never thought this would happen.
And so you're living wildest dreams you didn't even know you had.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally am. And I'm stuck in a hotel room with bad Wi-Fi. Guess the crown didn't
still
change
looking
much.
good and still turning it out. That is the sign of a true queen. So actually, you said that you were with your family last night. Tell me about how Mama Icesis is feeling, because I got to say that was one of the most beautiful moments in the show, to see the love you had for your mom and the love she had for you. So how is Mama doing?
She was doing great. She actually showed up with a wig on. And I said, Mom, you realize you're not getting crowned, right? Like, you realize it's about me, right? You couldn't tell her that she wasn't Icesis Couture last night. She was greeting her fans.
No. Oh, yeah. She's living.
Yeah. She came in a full evening gown with a wig on, and full on stage mom, but she was so supportive, and it meant so much for me. To have her there, she was on the show, and it meant so much to me. So like, full circle moment, and she got to see me crowned, so like, it was amazing.
And talking full circle moment, you started off this season with a win, right? Hello, first win, and then now you're ending it with the biggest one. So it's like a win sandwich, and we're eating it, and it's delicious.
Yes, and there was a win in the middle too. So
of course, I don't want to forget about that. Trust me. So it's like a triple decker, right?
Yeah, I am the bread and the filling.
But talk to me about other moments. They might not even been big moments. We might not even have noticed them watching. But what stands out for you within that arc for you? What are little things? Like, if I say that, I know there's so many, but what happens right in your brain in the moment when I ask that?
I know we already talked about those moments, but just being able to share my story on the makeover challenge, like, everyone keeps asking me that question, like, what else is the moment? But like, I am so invested in that episode, and that episode itself, and the kids and everything meant so much to me, that I literally, anything else that happened, whether it be me in the bottom or winning, literally just doesn't matter, because that was like the most important thing to me, and I'm so happy that I was part of it.
And I know you shared when we spoke before, a couple of days ago, when you were top 3. But now, when you had said that you weren't even sure that you were really wanting to go there, that you were really wanting to share some of that childhood trauma, share some of that mental health struggles. Now that you have, and you see the impact that it had, even on Tracy Melshore last night, how do you feel?
Like I said, I wasn't sure if I wanted to discuss this, and production was so supportive and so understanding and respectful of my boundaries, and told me it was an open space. If I ever felt like it, I could. And I was worried in the beginning, but I've worked so hard to get to where I am, and I thought I had made every step that I needed to be okay and turn everything that happened to me into a positive. But I never realized the fact that I've never told anybody that any of this stuff happened was the final step that I needed to take to really get to the goal of just being okay that I've been longing for so long. If I feel so much lighter, and I feel like the best version of myself right now. And I'm so grateful to the show for giving me a safe place to share my story. And I've been getting so many messages and having so many conversations and people in my meet and greet. Last week at a meet and greet, I had two wonderful human beings come to the meet and greet, and they had just gotten out of the hospital, a mental ward, like I did the night before, and their first stop was to come and see me.
Oh my gosh.
So like
Ooh.
it's little things like that, you know, that little feeling of uncomfortable that I felt during the show that I didn't want to share doesn't even matter. And I would do it over and over again because the outcome is exactly what it needed to be.
Yeah, because shame lives in the dark, right? And when you shine a light, it lets other people shine a light, and you got so much light on you right now. You know, it's what a beautiful thing to do with that light. Although, girl, you're gonna have to get some boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to start establishing some boundaries. We're gonna have to get Savannah back here.
Not using Savannah as my bodyguard.
Shout out to Savannah. Okay, let's talk looks, because you are just a look queen, design queen. Those challenges were yours for the taking. That, as a bride to be myself, your final runway look. Talk to me about that inspo. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Stop.
Do you want to borrow my dress or my mouthpiece? Which part do you want to use?
I mean, well, maybe one for the day, one for the night, if you know what I'm saying.
I love you so much.
So tell me about that inspo. Why did you go that way?
So when they gave us the list for the show, again, because I doubt myself, I really thought that I had to play the woman character. I had to make sure that I was commercial, that, you know, I could win. But when we had the finale and I sat down and was designing it and thought to myself, what do I actually want to look like for the finale? I wanted it to be how I want to represent myself. I wanted to be comfortable in my skin, because sometimes I feel uncomfortable going in that lane because it's not necessarily always perceived well. Because of Drag Race, it's just so commercial and everyone wants to look like a woman. And I'm so grateful for people like Pythia, who just like totally turns drag on its head and gives me the okay to just do things like my finale look. And honestly, like, people's biggest day is their wedding day, their graduation, and everybody gets dressed up. It's my big day. I want to wear a wedding dress, but I want to be weird about it.
I love that. I want to be weird about it. Yes, more weird. More weird. And talk about that lip sync. Okay, is there a better song to sing? Like, is there? Celine Dion.
First of all, right off the bat, when we got the song, I was like, thank God, because I cannot drop to my knees in an evening gown. That's just like not happening. And we were all wearing evening gowns and could barely move. But when we got that song, it's such an iconic song. She's so like purely Canadian. And it was just like such the perfect ending. And you could tell from all of us that like it was like such an amalgamation of like all of our feelings, and it just totally came out of the song. I thought it was beautiful. We were all crying while we watched it together. It was so good.
I have to say that what I thought, and well, as soon as you came out in the choreo, I was like, she's got this. I knew it. I knew in your face. I was like, this is hers. Because, you know, Hollywood Jade, you were a bit, ooh, and then you just, I'm like, oh, she's in it right now. Yeah. But then when you were doing the lip sync, I thought, oh, she's so good, because you have so much restraint, right? You're playing all the colors, and it was so beautiful to watch. And then you took down that runway and you came up anyway, I could go on and on, but it was so damn good. It was just everything that was supposed to be. I loved it. One thing you did say though, on the finale episode, is that you said that Kendall Jenner was the trade of the season. So how does that story end?
He has a girlfriend.
Is she Canada's next drag superstar?
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, I love him, and he's such a good sister. He is a beautiful human in and out of drag. I just appreciate him so much, and that line is never going to be crossed, but I can look from afar.
And talk to me about Priyanka. You obviously have a great relationship with her. What advice has she given you?
She was so amazing. Yesterday before the finale, she called me, wished me good luck. She FaceTimed me. She's on tour right now in the UK with Brooklyn, and they both FaceTimed me and just wished me good luck. And they're just so supportive, and they're just such icons in Canada, in our drag scene. So to have their support behind me going into the finale, like, really made me feel special.
And we loved you on the show, but one of the best parts of Canada's Drag Race is it launches careers. And I was just
Yes.
watching Pusetta on my
Do you
Instagram
like it?
before yeah, I love it. Well, you only gave me a tease, but I love it. So
Yes.
what are we seeing from you next, Icesis? Where are we looking for you? What are we
So
what are we buying?
Yes. So I dropped my song last night. The music video is out now. The links are in my Instagram bio. You can also find them on YouTube. Then I'm going to be touring. I'm possibly going to the UK. I'm going to the States. We have the Boss Tour coming in January, which will be going across Canada. And hopefully lots of many projects. Like, I'm so excited, and I'm willing to work. And I just want to be out there with everybody and continue to spread love and joy. And be annoying.
And be weird, right?
And be weird.
Well, honestly, Icesis Couture, I know you have described your drag as a sexy nightmare, but watching your ascent has been a dream. Thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for your work. And I just, I can't wait to see you soar. It's going to be an incredible career for you. And I'm so excited that I can say I knew you now, so I can be like, hey, VIP list or something, like, because you're going to go
trying to get
boom.
free tickets at the end of the segment. Girl, call my manager. You can't get a hold of me no more.
Canada's next drag superstar, Icesis Couture. Queen.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of this journey. You're absolutely amazing. I appreciate you so much. You're beautiful. Congratulations on your engagement, and I love you so much.